So the last time you and I got together and had a story time, I was telling you about my first memory of cooking and the story of the infamous fried pickles. If you missed that video, then check this playlist and you will see it in there. But let me fast forward to my next memory of cooking. Like, I'm pretty sure I cooked somewhere in between this, but this was like the next time I got in trouble. And it wasn't so much about what I made this time, but again, this was me using the stove when I wasn't supposed to. So fast forward a couple of years and I'm in the third grade. Okay, I'm in the third grade. Like, I feel like other kids got in trouble for random stuff, and my stories have to do with food, but I digress. Like, I feel like it was in the cards for me to be a chef, and I didn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, other people got in trouble for sneaking people in the house. I'm getting in trouble for cooking. But let the story unfold, Evelyn. Let the story unfold. So, picture it. Kansas City, Missouri. Evelyn, age 9 or 10, however old you are in the third grade, right? So I went to, very briefly, a little local elementary school that was a couple of blocks from our house, right? And so I could walk to school and walk home. So basically, and it was super close. And so I would probably get home maybe 20 minutes before, 30 minutes max before my mom made it home. And so, like, back then, like, listen, you don't need to call CPS, and you also don't need a babysitter for 30 minutes. It was like, go home, don't touch, no, do nothing. I'll be home by the time you even understand what's going on. So I get home from school, right? I'm in the house and I'm like, ooh, I got time. Because when you're 9 years old, you don't really know how long 20 or 30 minutes is. You're just like, I want to do something that I know I can't do. Okay. In the event that my parents are home. So I was like, I'm about to cook me something. Okay. Again, just this desire to get in the kitchen. So obviously I'm taller now. I can use the stove, and I can't remember for the life of me what I made. What I do remember though, is I'm in the kitchen cooking something, right? As if my mom is not going to be able to smell it. Okay. Like, it was a 3-bedroom house. It was a split level. Like, it wasn't a big house at all. But I'm cooking nonetheless, because you don't have logical, rational thinking skills in the third grade. You're just thinking, I'm about to get in here. You don't think she can smell it. She gonna see the dishes, whatever. So I guess my mom must have got home in like 15 minutes earlier than normal, because I hear the door start to open and I panic, because why? I'm not supposed to be on the stove. Okay. So what do? Because I'm a third grader and I'm smart and I'm clever. I take the hot skillet. You already know this ain't gonna end well. I take the hot skillet, okay? And we had, like, our kitchen had an eat-in area, right? Because we didn't have a dining room. So the dining table, the kitchen table, whatever, was in the kitchen. And because this is how old am I? If I'm 9 years old, this is like the late 80s, early 90s, somewhere in there. I think I'm telling my age. And so we had linoleum floors, okay? We had linoleum floors. So I decide I need to hide the evidence that I had been cooking from my mom until I get a chance to clean it up. That doesn't make any sense. Y'all, let me tell you, I don't have any siblings, okay? I don't have any siblings. So who I couldn't blame nobody. Who I'm gonna blame it on? So y'all, I take the pan, like, it's making me tear up because it's so bad, but it's so funny. So I took the hot skillet and I decide to stick it on the floor, on the linoleum floor underneath the kitchen table. Now, if you know, tables, it wasn't like there's a tablecloth where you could see it. So I put the skillet on the floor and I put a towel over the skillet. I put a kitchen towel over the skillet. So suspiciously, there's a sizzling hot pan on a linoleum floor underneath a kitchen table with legs that you can see, right? And then I go in my room like nothing happened. So my mom comes in the house. First things first, you can smell the food. But approaching a swift second is the smell of melting, burning plastic from the linoleum. Listen, My mom goes into the kitchen, takes the towel off the pan. I don't even remember what I made. Like, if you ask me, I don't remember. Picks up the skillet, and like mozzarella cheese, like you could see the floor coming with it. So not only did I ruin the pan, because now the pan had a linoleum bottom, but there was a big black hole in the floor underneath our kitchen table. All because I wanted to cook. Did I get in trouble? Yeah. I did. I got typical black mama, you know what I'm saying? I got in trouble, you hear me? And all I remember is that hole was there for a long time, because my mom was like, I'm not about to redo these whole entire floors because you decided you want to cook. I got in trouble. I did. And you would think from the fried pickle thing a few years ago, I would have learned my lesson. I got a different type of punishment that time, if you catch my drift, you know what I'm saying? Different type of punishment. Yeah, I bet you I didn't put a hot pan on the floor ever again. So, like, when I think back on that story, like, I'm always like, what was I thinking? I mean, it's funny now, and my mom and we laugh about it now, but it wasn't funny that, like, I remember for years that just hole being in the floor, and it was just a constant reminder that my little tail was on the stove when I didn't need to be. So anyway, as you can see, over time, the passion for food has grown. And mind you, I just thought I was just a kid who liked to be on the stove and, never thought about food as a career. I think at that age, I wanted to be an anesthesiologist, which, if you know anything about me, you know how much I hate needles. Like, I almost still cry when I get my blood drawn. So, like, I don't even know why I thought that was a thing. I think I just liked the fact that at that age I could say anesthesiologist, and I thought it sounded cool. And I was like, I'm gonna be an anesthesiologist. Meanwhile, me and hospitals are a no-go. So anyway, that concludes this week's story time. I hope that you are enjoying these videos. Let me know, have you ever burned up party house, ruined something in the kitchen as a kid? Let me know what is one of your culinary mishaps? Did you explode a pan? Did you break a pan? I broke several pans that I thought were unbreakable. They aren't story worthy, but let me know that I'm not alone in this. And I will see y'all next week. Peace. This episode is brought to you by funfoodshirts.com, an online boutique that is serving up apparel for every appetite. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to tune into the Eat Out at Home podcast, an audio outlet for foodies who want to cook better, eat healthier, dine together, and enjoy gourmet every day. You can find the Eat Out at Home podcast on your favorite streaming platform. And to see what I'm cooking up in between videos, follow me on Instagram and Facebook for some delicious behind the scenes. That's all for today. I'll see you next week. Peace.